How about you look, dear friends of YouTube? Today we are in a new video, and friends, the appreciation of July 2025 is coming next week, and in this case we are going to talk about all the news that they are going to bring us starting in July. Let us remember that yesterday was the broadcast of Kavan, and let's see what they are going to bring us in July, because the truth is that it is loaded with news and new things. I'm already seeing the content of new squad builder champions. Events Fantastic Four's reimbursement, event mission, tickets, supplies, Fantastic Four, months of rights, defending sector and raids voucher, battlegrounds and battle battles, Summoner Festival Realm event, Alien World Showcase encounters presentation, Future Foundation event, receiving errors and stats focus, rebalancing. Okay, let's start with the new champions that have already been leaked, the High Evolver that we are going to be able to get in the secondary mission, which we will see later. And from Maker that this was the character leaked through the Alliance rails in the past. Veil High evolutionist Herbert Wyndham began to experiment with genetic manipulation to try to evolve rats. Later, a disguised inhuman approached him and handed him the blueprints to decipher the genetic code. This propelled his experiments to the evolution of inhumanoid animals, which he called new men. Obsessed with the search for the being Prefect Wyden, he called himself the High Evolver, and then Maker think a dark descent caused Red Richard from an alternate universe to head for evil. Calamities followed, then rejected murder, and finally a showdown with his that resulted in an outraged Johnny branding Reed's face with a helmet. Reed became the Maker, founded the Children of Tomorrow, and evolved alongside them for thousands of years before returning to remake the world. We already know he's a villain. We'll see how he goes. Then we have Squadron Builder Friends, a new type of mission like never before. Your goal is to form the squad with the highest score possible. Each squad formation has a score based on actions and ranks and builds up to the best squad formation with up to 3 rounds of exchanges. When you are satisfied with your squad or when you finish trading rounds, take on boss combat and solidify your score. The first squad creator, Element from Fantastic Four, will arrive later this month. This is gonna be the side mission, okay? Then we have the Fantastic Four's recruiting event. Starting in the middle of the month, summoners will receive 52 free 2-star champions to form the best squad possible. Score achieved squads from the associated weekly event to block the monthly secretary event and those who participate in the qualifying event and will compete to win a 7-star High Evolver. As I told you before, then we have the mission. The monthly supervision is called Nobody is Perfect. The creator has arrived along with Maker Veil's High Evolver villain, the Duo Claim, to be here to reduce the threats of the superhero battle and perfect the ones left. Can the Fantastic Four matchmaker's intelligence or be the first to eliminate the flaws in his plans? Will we see him at the monthly monitoring? Okay, folks. Then we have Fantastic Four supply delivery. Make sure your team is as awesome as it deserves. Register at the end of this month to enjoy 7 days of personalized progression gifts that will guarantee a fantastic Mr. and Invisible Woman. Human Torch and Lamol become a naturist. They will surely be 6 stars and will go down according to your level of progression, because the 7 stars here we don't read at all. We have the monthly installments a whole month in. But from Race, what they tell us is that instead of the usual rotation of weeks of raids, raves arrive for 4 consecutive weeks with great bosses, great rewards, and opportunities to get enough tickets to compete each week. It's the perfect time to gather your raid team and launch into inflicting massive damage. Remember that the ticket mission is already there, that you simply have to win fights in Alliance Acts and Alliance Wars and Bateros, and you will be able to win those tickets for free. Therefore, you will have to invest to enter. In this month of the rails, well, there are quite a few tickets, okay? Then we also have the raids of the Saga, as they are already over. It usually brings us, there are 15 rooms in which we have to do with the characters of this Saga of the Fantastic Fours. The one that is with the round one, this one of the Fantastic Four, where there are very, very good characters, and how calm that already bring you a guide on how to make the best teams, the best hacks, and everything to make these incursions of Saga Singas. He's going to be in absolutely nothing. The Saga sector returns to raids this month. You get your strongest components from the Fantastic Four and fight in the Saga sector to get great rewards, including research grants to be able to get that 7-star Mr. Fantastic at the end of the Saga. I already tell you that as soon as this comes out, I will bring you a video explaining the best characters, the best teams, the best hacks, and everything available to avoid spending here, okay? Then we have the Battle Royale battlefields and fights here. From now on, let's remember that the Battle Royale is a new event that was created last year, where the majority that remained at the top of the battlefields could be found in the same place to be able to play, in which PP well he was participating. Battle Royale Brawl 2025 qualifying begins. Compete on the Gladiator circuit in Battleground Seasons 30 and 31 for a chance to compete in Battle Royale Brawl 2025 at the Limbo Festival. Educator, let us remember that it is going to be in Vancouver. I think that October 8 and 9 around there, more or less. That is at the end of the year. That is, there is still a lot left. And if you want to participate, well, you already know what you have to do. I honestly don't plan to participate. You already know that for me, on Battlefields, games are almost out of obligation, more than out of pleasure. What else do we have? Well, we have the Kingdom event of the Summoner Festival, friends. We have a new Kingdom event that, let's remember that it is going to be placed next to the individual missions and the Alliance missions, in which, well, with the classification stage for this battle reel. Brawl Ongoing are launching a Kingdom event that will run in conjunction with Seasons 30 and 31. Participate in every real battle to contribute points and collect great rewards. I seem to remember that in the raid sector and in this month's work showcase, we are going to have points to be able to participate in this Kingdom event. We will see what the rewards are and what they are going to bring us. We have it in Someone Worse showcase, friends, who are basically the champions of the Dark Phoenix Saga. Let's remember that it was the saga of Pruning and Genesis are worth those labels that were corresponding to this saga, and basically the showcase of the Alliance War returns with the most popular defenders of the champion group of this Dark Phoenix saga. We will surely meet Dark Phoenix with a lot of complicated characters, okay? Overcome these challenges to get research grants, which is how we are going to be able to get, as I have said before, Mr. Fantastic 7 stars. I have not said, but also in the raids of the saga, we are also going to be able to get a one little thing I don't remember. What is the name of Soul of Destruction? I think it is called, to be able to get the new idol that is Solbarch worth 7 stars. Then we have the Futura Foundation event, which is basically a little event at the end of this month that will help us so that we can help the fantastic paintings in their Futura Foundation project, exploring real battles and completing events and objectives. We will surely have profile images, some pretty good prizes, and for the brave, a 7-star class crystal of our choice. So that's it. Pretty good. Then we have a series of corrections and improvements that I am not going to read all of because otherwise we would leave until tomorrow. If you want to see them, then you have them in the official forum by Kaban. And here comes the latest. Basically, it already enters this update since the rebalance of the concentration of statistics belonging to the 7-star characters that you may be incorporating into it in some cases, since it improves, for example, the damage due to super attack, the critical damage, some that remain the same as you are already seeing. Here in this case, the physical resistance increases the same as the energy resistance in the attackers. And like the defender, since it increases, for example, the blocking pen decreases, basically the blocking, everything else remains the same, the physical resistance increases, the energy resistance increases, then also competition, the block remains the same, critical damage or remains the same, critical rate remains the same, and armor pen remains the same. Basically, we find the changes more in the concentration of statistics of the attacker than the defender. Okay then? Well, this already we saw it in another news, so if you want more information about it, stop by. Okay, so friends, so July comes loaded with news, it comes with many things. I really want the alien work showcase of those raids in the Saga sector that I remind you that hiring for these 2 missions is already open. In case you're lazy or you can't spend it, you don't have it on WhatsApp, in the description in case you want me to do this alien workshop for you, which are usually much more complicated, and also these incursions into the Saga sector because they are total prices. Totally brutal. And then I also really want to see the High Evolver and Maker. How are they going to behave as defenders? Especially because the High Evolver was born as a pretty good defender, but as an attacker, he also has his part. And from Maker, we already know that he is a great attacker, and be very careful with that disadvantage, that mind that he is going to have of Plasma. if we are going to go over it, can do us a lot of damage. So well friends, well, with this we're done for today. I hope you liked the video. Leave some comments about this non-update, and that this July update is loaded with many things. So friends, if you liked the video, now you do. I hope you liked the video. Subscribe if you are not there, and see you in other videos. Bye bye.